Now look, imagine you scrolling through TikTok. You click on a live stream, expecting another funny video, another prank, or another challenge or some shit like that. But within seconds, you're witnessing a real murder. And that's exactly what happened in Mexico on Tuesday. A popular influencer with hundreds of thousands of followers was shot and killed while broadcasting live to his audience. This shit happened during the evening in a busy area in Mexico, and the shooters disappeared just as fast as they came. But here's the question everyone is asking. Was this shit a random attack, or was someone watching that live stream waiting for the perfect moment? Look, y'all sit back and relax and stay to the end of this episode because we about to dive right in. So the victim was César Gastélum, a Mexican social media influencer who had built a following of over 600,000 people across platforms. And like many creators, his content focused on life, humor, and trending videos. He was becoming increasingly popular, especially amongst younger audiences. And on the day of the shooting, he was just streaming with two of his friends. Nothing appeared, out of the ordinary. According to prosecutors, they said he was participating in some type of social media challenge where him and his friends was dressed as food delivery guys. Like I said, nothing out of the ordinary, everything appeared normal. Until it wasn't. Because out of nowhere, two men pulled up on a motorcycle and the driver instantly pulled out the strap and shot Cesar. You feel me? Close range, open fire on him. You feel what I'm saying? And there was witnesses that saw this, and the shit was still live streaming. So the viewers, were seeing this chaos unfold in real time. And on top of that, the shooting happened in Culiacán, Sinaloa, a city long associated with organized crime and cartel activity. And what else is crazy is that this shit supposedly happened like a short distance from a whole government office. Like, this shit is crazy. Check this shit out for yourself. And viewer discretion is advised.
Me tomó como unos 6 minutos,
Por llegó tarde.
Así que,
Por eso llegó tarde, pleba, al stream este vato.
no, oiga, ni cinto ocupa esta madre, mira.
Tardó más él que me cayó.
Ni cinto.
No.
Mexico is mourning the tragic death of popular TikTok content creator César Gastélum, who was fatally shot while live streaming in Culiacán, Sinaloa, on the night of August 4th, 2026. The shocking incident unfolded in real time, leaving thousands of viewers stunned as what began as a normal live stream suddenly turned into a scene of chaos and tragedy. According to preliminary reports from Mexican authorities, Gastelum was outside a fast food restaurant with friends when two individuals riding a motorcycle approached the area. Moments later, one of the suspects allegedly opened fire, striking the influencer multiple times before fleeing the scene. Emergency responders arrived shortly afterward, but Gastelum was pronounced dead at the scene due to his injuries. César Gastélum had built a large following on TikTok through his entertaining comedy videos, relatable content, and engaging personality, attracting hundreds of thousands of followers across social media. News of his death spread rapidly online, with fans, fellow creators, and public figures expressing shock, heartbreak, and condolences to his family. Many described him as a talented creator whose life was cut tragically short. Authorities have launched a homicide investigation and are reviewing surveillance footage, witness statements, and the live stream recording as they work to identify those responsible. At this time, officials have not announced any arrests or confirmed a motive. Investigators are exploring all possible leads while examining whether the attack may be connected to the broader wave of violence affecting parts of Sinaloa. The killing has once again drawn international attention to the dangers faced by public figures and content creators in regions experiencing organized crime and violent conflict. It also raises renewed concerns about the safety of influencers whose daily lives are often shared publicly through live streams and social media. As the investigation continues, family, friends, and supporters are remembering César Gastélum for the joy and laughter he brought to his audience. Tributes continue to pour in across social media as many call for justice and accountability. May César Gastélum rest in peace, and may his loved ones find strength during this incredibly difficult time.
Now, investigators have not announced an official motive, but they did say they are reviewing Cesar's social media activity, as part of the investigation. And it was said that, some of his social media posts made references to a criminal organization in Mexico. So I'm guessing he probably, saluted to a criminal organization or mentioned them in some type of way. And that shit can be dangerous because he might be saluting to a criminal organization and the rival might think that he's a part of the criminal organization or connected to it somehow. Maybe a family member or anything like that. And we all know the cartels will do your ass in and send a message just for that. Like if you related to a cartel member that's considered their rival, shit, that's a dangerous game to even talk about cartel or anything like that, especially in Sinaloa. And we already know that this shit is basically an instant mystery because a lot of people are asking, like, was he targeted? You feel what I'm saying? Like, he is a live streamer, and a lot of times that should be having your location and where you at. Like, they don't really necessarily need a GPS coordinate, but like if it's a city that got a lot of cartel activity and you in front of the KFC or in front of a restaurant or something, they know exactly where that shit at. They can just look at the background and tell where you at. You feel what I'm saying? Like, people are asking, like, was it connected to a family member or something like that? And those the questions that still remain unanswered.
Shit crazy. I think they gave him a head top. And before that bike pulled up, this person right here, I'm gonna show you, look. Him, he was looking a little suspicious, bro. Look at him. Look. Of course, I'm not gonna show him get his head top, but it's out there. That shit crazy. And y'all saw the way dude was looking before that bike pulled up. A little strange to me. Now, I don't know the full details, but what I heard is he either ran off on a cartel, he owed them or whatever, or he was with another group that was beefing with another cartel. I don't know. But if it's either one of them Jones, that's still not good because you're live streaming.
Now, unfortunately, this isn't the first time an influencer has been killed while live streaming. We already know in the recent years, social media creators in parts of Mexico have increasingly found themselves in dangerous situations. Some have unknowingly crossed paths with criminal organizations. Others have, referenced criminal figures in their content, and some influencers was killed for situations unrelated to social media. And sometimes that unrelated reason could be extortion, possibly. I have heard of quite a few situations where, especially in Mexico where the cartel, in a city where the cartel activity is high, some of these popular social media personalities getting extorted by these criminal organizations, making their ass pay. But that could be the case. That may be not the case. But I want to hear what y'all think about this situation. Do y'all think that this shit was just a random attack? Or do you believe that he might have said something wrong on his social media content or possibly have a connection to the cartel? Go ahead and let me know in the comments below. And if this video resonated with you, go ahead and hit that like button. Give me a thumbs up. And also subscribe and hit that bell notification for more episodes. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Peace.